Well, thank you. Thank you so very much for another Sin Bun meeting. This is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey. You know, a lot of you all refer to me as Tyrone Cuffey on Facebook. My first name is Stephen, in case all of you don't know that. But it's a pleasure to have all of you here for another Sin Bun meeting. Now, as you know, um, I just need all the panelists just to mute yourself, please. Mute yourself at the top of the screen, please. Okay. It's so important that we have these send button meetings for only people who have send buttons. Only people who have send buttons. Now, as you know, I'm taking the place of Randy Wilson, who normally always do these send button meetings. And periodically, he's had some of his leaders do the same thing for him. Okay? Right after this send button meeting, I will be doing a broadcasters leadership meeting right after this send button meeting. And I've already actually put that link already in the broadcasters chat area. Okay? It's a pleasure to have all of you here. I want to first thank our panelists. Looks like we have Mr. Pritam Kumar from India. How you doing, Pritam?
Hello, brother, and the leader inside this TBC community. It is a pleasurable moment that you are hosting this send button meeting, the very confidential meeting, and whoever watching this confidential meeting in this live on the year 2, I really congratulate you. Let us share the more information, the knowledge we are happening around all over the globe. Let us unite together for this wonderful TBC. Let us fulfill the mission and the vision of this TBC. Hope so. We'll surely accomplish this, brother. Please carry on.
All right. Okay. There'll be more people coming in, but I have a special guest that Randy and I agreed to have this person on. Of course, a lot of you all know this person out of South Africa, and she's doing some marvelous work across the globe, unifying people. You know, when you think about unifying people, this person is probably, if it's such a word as unifier, then this is the unifier. Okay, because she's actually putting people together all across the globe, from Egypt to Namibia to everywhere in the continent of Africa and beyond. And I highly recommend those out there that's at this send button meeting to connect with Miss Victoria Flourish. Now I know that's her brand name, that's all we know her of, but that's great. So I want to just introduce you to Victoria Flourish. Go ahead, Victoria. Everywhere in the
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
Just make your YouTube link.
Sorry?
To connect with.
Yeah,
hold on a minute for me. Hold on just a minute. That may be me. Hold on a minute. Let's see here.
Hello.
Go ahead, Victoria. Go ahead, Victoria.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I think we can hear ourselves. It's echoing somewhere.
Okay, let me see. Let's see what's going on here. Hold on. Maybe me. Hold on a minute. Let's see here. Okay, I muted myself. Where Victoria?
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Dan, could you mute yourself, please? Dan and Pritam, y'all mute yourself for me.
If only.
Okay, now go ahead, Victoria.
Okay, it's a big pleasure to be here.
Okay, I muted myself.
I want to quickly acknowledge, appreciate our able admin for this great opportunity to be here. There's a background echo from your end, sir.
Yes, it is. I have, okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's a big pleasure to be here. I want to quickly acknowledge, I could hear myself.
Somebody has YouTube running. Somebody has YouTube running.
There's a background echo.
Yes, it is. I have.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, Try it now.
Okay, sorry about that. Hello, everyone. I want to say a big thank you to the admin, TBC admin, for this great opportunity to be here. You know, it's an honor for me to be with great leaders of TBC community. I want to also appreciate Mr. Randy Wilson for this great opportunity giving me to be among great leaders of TBC community. I don't think I will take this for granted. Thank you, sir. I want to also use this opportunity to say happy birthday to you in advance and happy 22nd anniversary to you. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you so much, Mr. Stephen, for this great opportunity. And I also want to acknowledge the great leaders in our midst, Sir Dan Lutz, Mr. Lawrence, and Sir Preton. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
All right. All right. Now I also have Mr. Dan Lux, the Philippines. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Stephen?
Fantastic, fantastic. It's a great honor to be with all of you today.
Yeah, I'm glad I found the link.
Yes, yes. I sent it to your messenger. I don't know if you saw it, but I sent it to your Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, I never look at Facebook Messenger.
Oh, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you do.
Yeah. So, but it's okay. I went there to find it, and I saw it. I posted in one of the rooms.
Okay, great, great. Because I don't know how people use Facebook here, so I just take it that someone. I know if you send it to your messenger, no one else can see it, but you and me. Or I maybe could have sent it to you to Telegram, that way Telegram it to you perhaps.
That would work, yeah.
Okay, let's see here. We also have Mr. Lawrence Middlecki. How you doing, sir, from South Africa?
I'm all good, everyone, and it's good to see all of you. Though I have a question about the other link for Top Chat. Did you have any today?
For any type of for the chat area?
Did you have any?
You talking about this link?
Okay, this one I've got it. It's for the Hangout, but the other one for.
You talking about for the broadcaster?
No,
yes.
Brother. That separate link, our another channel, not on that link. This is a separate room created for this particular send button meeting, brother.
Yeah, the only links, the only two links that I put out is I gave y'all the Google Hangout link for these leaders here, and I put in the broadcasters chat area the Zoom link, my Zoom link for the broadcast meeting that I'll be doing. That's the only links I have.
Okay, that's the one I'm asking about because I normally open 2 pages for that as well. In case there are questions, I can also help out to go through those questions. So I didn't have that one. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Great. Great.
Can you forward that on the chat here? Then it's fine. I can open the second page.
Okay, I will do that before we leave here today. I will definitely do that for you.
Okay.
Okay.
And thanks to see you, brother, leading us today.
It's a pleasure. It's quite a pleasure.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Pratim Kumar of India. How you doing, sir?
Brother, everything is well now. In the earlier couple of days, I was not in a good position about my health situation or the problems. Just back from the Jaipur Rajasthan. Now my health is okay. I will be doing the best of my part for this community growth. Definitely, brothers. I will be tying up with many merchandise platform, following the system. The admin had already posted in the earlier blog post also with the rules and the regulations, the decorum, the interior or the inside of this TBC. Following that system, I will partner with many merchandise platform. I have already booked the ticket for the New Delhi. Day after tomorrow, I will be definitely moving to the another stage for being becoming the partners of those companies or the partner business associates, brother. Good to see you, all my brothers in this house as a panelist also. And once again, I really congratulate all those wonderful leaders, brothers and the sister, whoever watching this very, very confidential meeting. Please do keep as confidential, so that only in this house or the room will be known about this, exchanging knowledge or the information about this wonderful cryptocurrency, the digital form of money or the digital money, brother. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. As many people are coming on to our Send Button meeting, as I can see, I think it's the numbers are steadily growing. It's way up in the 350s now. I know it's still growing, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started because we want to keep this in a timely fashion. Okay, I want to first go over the Send Button confidentials. Now we know that we have those confidentials with our Send Button meeting. And probably the number one is that we never share the YouTube link to anyone out there that does not have a Send Button meeting, or have a Send Button, should I say. You know, it's an honor to be a part of TBC as we know it. And it's also a great honor to even have a TBC wallet. But sometimes we abuse those wallets. Now, before I get started, I just noticed someone else came in, Mr. Augustus. Mr. Augustus, before I keep going, let me acknowledge him, because I want to acknowledge all the leaders. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good from Ghana. Greetings from Ghana to the leaders and all the TBC community members.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Just mute yourself now for me, please. All right. Now, like I said before, we should never ever give out our YouTube link when it appears in your Crinkle Cash back office to someone that's not yet what? Been really a verified member of the Billion Coin. Two, and this one here is extremely important. We should never even be talking about or trying to figure out who TBC administration is. That's irrelevant for us here. Let me ask y'all a question. Do anyone know who Satoshi Nakamoto is, who's supposed to be the one to make up Bitcoin? To this date, no one knows in the world who that person is. All we know is a name. So why should we know or should be figuring out who admin is? So please don't even open up that conversation with people. And our leaders know this, but I'm speaking to the people out there. Okay? All right. Another thing too. Never post that YouTube link in any Facebook group or on the homepage. So that goes back to not giving that link to someone that's not a part of TBC and do not have a send button. Okay? Let's talk about one thing that I'm just going to touch on before I start talking to other topics. Let's talk about the wallet. Now, you know that the wallet is something that should be very precious to us, because a lot of us leaders that have been in TBC for a while, we went through some growing pains last year, and we were on another wallet that had some technical difficulties at times. But at the same time, we now have a TBC009.net wallet that all regulations should be followed in that wallet in terms of transactions. When you're talking about transactions, you can only, remember this, only when you make a transaction up to $1,000, so it's $1,000 or more, you need to be sending an email to commissioner@thebillioncoin.info. before you make that transaction. And information should be sent like your wallet address and the person wallet address that is sending it to. Okay? That information needs to be given to that commissioner at that email address. Now, if you make a particular transaction of $1,000 or more and you did not do that, you may a email will be generated to you indicating that you have went over that particular amount. Now, you should not be making over $5,000 in a day in terms of transactions you're making. Okay? The same thing would appear, an email will be generated to you regarding that transaction. And lastly, if you happen to make a transaction that's $100,000 or more, or even $100,000, your wallet will be, unfortunately, terminated as far as the send button is concerned. Now, I'm saying this because we've had some people out there, and Randy have showed you in the past, when people have made transactions way over the amount that's allotted to do. And it's unfortunately, that has caused much difficulty for the sender and perhaps even the receiver. So we got to make sure that we follow all those policies and procedures of our wallet. Okay, let's talk about the number one topic that I want to talk about today, that a lot of us happen to be very familiar with. Let's talk about growing our community. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do a screen share, and you're going to see some things that you've probably seen before. But let's have a little discussion on this. And I'm going to ask the panelists to come in one by one to give their take on it, okay? So let's just do a little screen share here. Okay. All right. Let's go back to we're at the blog right now. All right. This was the blog that was come out today, and it just indicated, you know, myself having a send button meeting this morning. And we just talked about the TBC confidentials. As you see, it says, what is confidential? I can't tell you. Then you see the person with their like saying, shh. You need to attend the send button meeting and find out. Well, I just told you, right? And we're going to get to talk to Mr. Mbek Darren about our cruise in just a few moments, because that's one of our topics. Okay? All right. Now, this cookie rewards right here. This was one that happened to be one of the things that we actually, that came out in one of the blog posts this week. There were actually two major blog posts that came out. There were more blog posts, but two major blog posts. One was dealing with merchants, and one was dealing with cookie rewards. Now, if anyone saw Randy or my video on these particular blog posts, I'm hoping that people out there are understanding what admin is trying to say to us. One of the major things that admin is trying to say to us is saying to us, is that it's now time for us to get in gear and really put our foot down and grow this community. Because when I went over it personally myself, guess one thing, I saw these people here, but guess one thing I saw in this diagram? I saw this time period right here. And what did this time period signify? It signifies fast, moving fast, swift. So when we bring someone, and because of that, you know, everyone probably looked at that blog post and saw, oh, I get more cookie rewards. Oh, that's a great thing, yes. But guess what the main thing admin was trying to convey to us? is to make sure that we're moving swifter in terms of bringing people to our community, and more importantly, educating those people properly. So when you see 24 hours here for bringing the first 2 people in, and they making sure that those people have paid their $10 admin fee for the Crinklecast back office, that also pays for your lifetime wallet fee for a 2-for-1 deal that we all know about. When they're actually bringing these people into our community, they need to do it. These 2 people need to be done in the first 24 hours. And when these 2 people bring their 2 people in, the next 24 hours, which will add up to 48 hours. Do you see now how fast that movement could make in terms of bringing people in our community? If we follow this just like admin is saying to us. You see, this 24-hour period is 1 day, folks. I know we all know this, but I'm just saying this out loud. This is 1 day, 2 days. That's 6 people in 2 days. This can be done by all of us. All of us. And the reward is additional cookie rewards. Now, I'm not going to go over everything about this cookie rewards because I think a lot of us saw this blog post. What I want to do right now, I want to come out of this screen share right minute. I want to go in and talk to a few people here on our panel. I want to start, actually what I want to start with Dan Lux. Dan Lux, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
And I'm going to ask everyone this question. When y'all first saw this particular blog post, what was your take on it? What did you think what the admin was conveying to us?
I said, how am I going to sell coin?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if everyone's getting this bonus cookies, how am I going to sell coin?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what my first thought.
That's your first thought. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But after thinking about it, you're really talking about bringing in a team of people, and they have a period of time to come in, and then you still have a lot to train them on, and most likely they're still going to want to at least start the partnership relationship with you, and you have to start with a purchase of $100.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then what you now have is 2 people that are now partners, and they have 2 people each that have partners.
Mm-hmm.
So you have
So that education piece is very, very important, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah, you have to basically bring people to the up to speed as fast as possible and walk them through it. Handhold them so that they handhold their 2.
Exactly. Okay. Let me ask Mr. Augustus from Ghana. When you first saw this blog post, what was your first take on what is your take on that blog post?
All the same, everything that admin is bringing across is to help the community members in and in from the system. Now, remember that nothing or the world are not going into the pocket of admin. The money in our pocket is within the TBC community. What I see admin doing is he is trying to create more avenues for the community members to liberate ourselves from poverty, and that is the agenda of TBC, and admin has stick to that very well. This particular program is aimed at encouraging us to introduce. As we introduce those people, they are also buying Pringles from us, and we teaching them to duplicate the same thing. And I think it is very, very fantastic, very, very fantastic. I know that the people that are going to take this serious within 3 to 4 months, they will quadruple financially if they take this particular program very, very serious. This is the only time you will get this opportunity. A time will come that there will not be any cookies removed for people to do more TBC, and as there are any more TBC, there are any more cash. So I commend admin for this wonderful setup that he has brought. I'm looking forward to kick start with that option. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Because you know one thing, Augustus actually said something very important, a key word: duplicate. And we are duplicating and we are distributing. So it's important that we are doing those two things. We're duplicating as bringing more people into our community, and we're distributing our coin. Okay, now let me go to someone else here. Let's go over to Mr. Pratam Kumar. What is your take on that blog post when you saw it first, sir?
Brother and sister, one sister is there in this live broadcast. That was a very wonderful post posted by the admin for all of us. We are at the very next of receiving our cookies in the month of the November. The $2,000 that kind of the form of the digital money is going to be ended very, very soon. So let us take the very grand privilege for this awesome awards and the rewards program. At the same time, we are running the mass campaign adoption campaign running program. So because of this cookies program, 2 cookies program, we are expected that definitely will have a grand achievement of the mass community growth for this TBC family. Let us take the full advantage and the awareness of this program by giving the proper education, the 23 steps of the fast start system, the 3 of the life structure also. Then so many important blog posts are there. Let us be educated. Let us follow the system. Let us have the mass campaign. After the next step would be definitely the adoption of the many merchandise, partnering with our TBC platform also. Admin is doing whatever instructed earlier in the different posts. So let us be very aware of this. Let us take a full advantage. Let us have together the massive growth for this TBC family, so as we will definitely fulfill our vision and the mission in a very, very specific period of time, brothers and sisters.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's move over to Mr. Mbe Derek. How you doing, sir? The camera on.
I'm doing great. Thank you, Steve.
What's your take on that particular blog post? When you first saw it, what's your take? What do you think admin was saying to us?
When I saw it, we were very, very excited. Everybody was like, wow, admin has done it again, you know. Right. Admin is full of surprises. We are so happy. And the impression many people have is that they think that TBC is becoming a network marketing. No, it is not becoming a network marketing. In fact, TBC pays better. So when I saw it, I just realized that it is another campaign for people to earn as much TBC as possible, because if you can't have those cookies now, then you definitely have yourself to regret in the future.
It was almost like a shot in the arm for a lot of people, saying, hey, if you get plugged into this, you started bringing people at this rate, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know, those people that didn't know anything about cookies, they're going to find out about what a cookie is in TBC. You know? You know? They know, they will know now for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just jump up. I'm not going in any order here. So I want to bring in our special guest, Victoria Flores. Victoria, when you first saw this blog post from admin, what impression did it get on you? What did you see admin was trying to say to you?
Thank you so much, Mr. Stephen. You know, when I saw that post, I said to myself, this is the visionary leader again. You know, our admin is a visionary person. So when I saw it, I was excited. It's another opportunity to mine TBC. You know, a lot of people are asking how they can mine TBC. This is one of the ways to mine TBC. So by the time you get 2 people, new people, you know, into TBC community, you teach them how to get another 2. Like Mr. Mbe said, it's not a network marketing company. No, we are not. It's just an opportunity for us to increase the community. Anytime we are doing our marketing for TBC, we should look at the target we have in front of us. You know, when you look at that target, you will even do beyond 2, you know. So it's a win-win thing. We should all come out en masse and recruit. You know, 2 people are not too much for a day. So let everybody, you know, come out and recruit. Let's hit these targets and get TBC. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You see, it's time to put the foot on the gas now, folks. You know, we should be putting the foot on the accelerator, speeding right now in terms of TBC. But keep in mind that while we are moving fast, that we are educating every person properly. That's what's so important. See, admin is not just saying move fast. Admin is saying, as you bring people into our community, you're educating them how? Through the blog. And y'all hear me say this a lot. Y'all hear me use that word, study the blog. And I tell people this all the time around the world. Don't just sit and read it every day. Admin says certain specific things in the blog, in these blog posts, to make us realize what we have our hands on. So let me go on. Mr. Lawrence, what's your take when you first saw this awesome blog post? What were you saying to yourself?
Oh, hi everyone again. It's good to see all of you. I never saw it for the first time. I just received the messages from my other fellows that TBC has turned to be a metric system now. I said, wow, what was that? Then, no, go and look for yourself on the blog, and went to the blog. Then I went through the article. I said to them, no. It is not the metrics. It's another way of us accumulating just before the next redemption in November. So the admin saw that some of us didn't get it about the 4th graph, the shortest graph. So he was trying to bring everyone into the game so that we can contribute towards that graph. That was the easiest way to increase our membership. So when you work out your calculations on that article, it gives you an abundance of full TBC coins. Yes, there was another question. Downloads mentioned it, and some of you about we are busy accumulating this abundance, but when is it going to be unlocked, meaning for cash? So those were questions that you're accumulating, but you can't make use of it. And another speaker also came in by saying that it's already in place amongst ourselves as TBC community. So I'll also add by saying even outside the TBC community. So we know that some of the leaders did not do the thorough job. They actually promised people cashing out. So now it's a problem to some of the communities around the globe that we were told by the leaders, you know, cashing out story. So those leaders, we no longer see them active, and now there's a confusion within the Billion Coin community. So we say by answering that, no, in order for you to get clarity about the true mission of TBC, join the cash flow. That is the only place where you can get the true reality. Also, you'll also be a part of that system. So that's how I digested the whole thing after I was confronted that it's a matrix. So it is not a matrix. It's something else that will help us to hit the 1 billion mark plus over in a short space of time. And thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Look like I have Mr. Let's mute yourself. Okay. It looks like I have Mr. Favor, like he's in his car. I don't know, Favor. I don't know if we can hear you or not, my fella. You know, this Favor guy, he's, I've been watching you, man. I tell you, you're a busy guy, man. I admire you, and I can't wait to meet you when we come to your country, Nigeria. You're awesome.
I can't wait.
So
I can't wait.
When you first saw this, this blog post, what was your take on it when you first saw it, my brother?
As far as I'm concerned, that's another, you know, admin is always creating ways for members to become financially free. 2016, where when you purchase TBC, you get double of the coin you have. No, so it is not new actually. Admin is always creating ways for members to get a lot of coin. Because when we started, all we wanted to do, we just wanted to have more coin when we started. Now, over the last 2 years, members who started 2 years ago on that point, so they're not excited any longer. So with such a program, a program, it encourages people who are just getting started, who want to have enough coin, because right now, if you want to buy horse get only. So with this kind of program, people want to do something. You know, I from experience, I found out that when you give somebody target, it's better than just, oh, join the community, buy a coin, seek to blossom. That is not really enough. Things like this keep everybody on the run. You know, just like we have the contest that is going on. It's a beautiful way. I decided to go on it in September, so I'm on the run. You know, we just need that level of innovation from admin to keep the flow of fire till we get to 1 billion. You know, so that's the best thing to do right now, and kudos to admin for that innovation. So we expect more. Now, what I expect more is also in order to, it's also more reward phase. Now you $100 from buying. I expect more reward for them, so that it will encourage us to encourage them to go and work. You understand? All right, so, I mean, it's amazing.
You know, you said a key word, Favor. A key word is encouragement. You know, admin is keep doing things to encourage us to move forward. You know, you notice the admin is, everything admin says in the blog is always about moving forward now. Have you noticed that? You know, and on top of that, We have a wallet that's having hardly no issues. We have a fast start system to teach us cash flow. You know, we have one of our we got a few of our cash flow coaches right here. Mr. Dan Lux, he's a cash flow coach. We have Randy, is a cash flow coach. We have some people who are doing some magnificent things here in this community to help people that are maybe struggling a little bit and learning how to move our system, move our community forward. So while we building our community, it's something that it goes on to say this next topic I want to just talk about and touch on this very small, because our time is moving faster than I even thought, and that is as we're using that cookie system, what we got to be doing is making sure we teach every one of them the fast start system, step by step. And right. and I say this a lot of times in my broadcast, make sure everyone here, and this speaking, I know the leaders know this, but everyone out here that's in this chat, and as you tell to people out there in the community around the world, please make sure that when you go to the fast start system and you're getting these extra cookie rewards, that you're not skipping, because treat those 23 steps as if though each step was numbered, had a number beside them. Make sure you go through everyone, because what I found that we have people out here that don't want to do broadcasts, not realizing that that's a vital part of our fast start system. But we're getting more people to get out there, what I call their comfort zone, which is a great thing. So I cry out to people, as we bring people into our community, teach them how to become a broadcaster. It really is not that difficult. Teach people how to schedule their broadcasts. If anyone wants to know, I can help them with that. It's all on my YouTube channel. It's on other people's YouTube channel. It's just a great opportunity for people to get to build an audience, to let people know what TBC is, what it isn't, and what your correct role is. You know, I love that particular little phrase there I just stated that I got from Mr. My friend in UK, Gerard Windsor. He says, know what TBC is, what it isn't, what your correct role is. He added another one, what your correct role is not. Those 4 things, everyone we bring in TBC should know. And how you find that out is what? The blog at thebeingcoin.info. Now, I'm going to, for the sake of time, I'm going to jump over, go back to our, I'm going to go to, actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my Crinkle Cash back office. So I'm going to do a screen share again for us. All right, let me come out of this and come back in, because imagine, man, we're timed out by now. Let me go back in. All right, let's see here. All right, let's go ahead to the cruise. Let's talk about cruise for a few moments, because we're coming. This hour is almost up. I tell you, it goes fast. All right, let's give some kudos to Mr. Inmate Derek, our cruise. I call it our cruise coordinator. He's really, Inmate, could you come on for me, please? You're really going. You've really been working, brother. My goodness. He's currently in first place, and this is the last Monday of this month. So this month we got about a week left. Inmate, could you come on, please? How you doing, sir? You've been working at this really well, have you?
Yes, Steve. We are doing our best. I want to say congratulations to Cameroon. I'm not working alone.
Wow.
So I want to encourage everybody. I want to encourage everybody to come for this cruise, because we are collecting information now, the necessary information, and I'm just from having a meeting with a traveling agent that will be taking care of most of our documents here in Cameroon. But for those all over the world, please make sure that you get to the website and you reserve your positions, and then you can get back to me probably with all your information so that I should also put your name on the line. So guys, all the people coming for this cruise, we can't afford to miss these guys. I'm sure that it's going to be a very wonderful adventure.
Wow. I mean, you was in second place just last week. And when I checked yesterday, I said, oh my God, he didn't just move to first place. And Faber, you're rolling too. I mean, I'm gonna just say this. Guys and ladies, whether you win this contest or not, I'm gonna say this to you all. I know it's a lot of competition going on here, and it's great, and it's good competition. But I would say this to you all. If y'all don't make it possible to try to get on this cruise, you're gonna miss a treat like you would not believe. I know myself, I've been blessed to go on several cruises in my life. And on this particular cruise line, I'm gonna let you know now, I'm speaking from experience, guys and ladies. Royal Caribbean Cruise Line is probably the best out there. And I've been on other cruise lines. And I'm telling you, they are incredible. And so, what I tell people this, please don't say you can't go. I know everyone have their financial responsibilities, but I believe you speak things into existence. You know, you got to believe you can do something to achieve something. You got to understand that it is possible. And to have, and I'm gonna just go right over here to our blog, and right here, let me see, go back up here. You see here, this is Mbae Derek right here. You know, he's our third anniversary cruise coordinator. For all of you out there who are wondering, what do I do in terms of getting my visa or passport or things of that sort? He's just not working just for the people of Cameroon. He's working for people around the world that's in TBC. Admin appointed him as the cruise coordinator. Reach out to Mbae. He knows what he's doing, guys and ladies. I would highly recommend you talk with him. He'll give you what you need. You tell him what's going on in your country. He'll help you. He'll walk you through the process. Thank you, Mbae, for all you're doing out there, the good work you're doing with the cruise information, okay? All right. Okay. All right. All right. Let me just speak a little about the cash centers. You know, we have some great cash centers. We have a cash center specialist. And, you know, we have so many cash centers just popping up all over the world. I recently had a friend reach out to me that had someone out in Pakistan. And the thing that this person stated, that the cash center was so far from them in Pakistan, they couldn't get there. So we got to be mindful that we can help people. We know that cash centers was different reasons why they made cash centers. The main reason because people did not understand cryptocurrency. And the three cryptocurrencies that we pay our $10 fee, being Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, they didn't really know what that was or how to get it or how to pay for it that way. So admins say, okay, we'll create something by which we can cure that issue. So please become cash centers. Remember, a cash center is not a building. It is a person. You may be using a building to set it up to meet with your person. But you still can become a cash center even if you don't live in that person's location. All right? Okay. And I'm going to just ask you all a question. Well, this question is right here. What do you want to be? A millionaire or a billionaire? Well, if we know that if you happen to be a live broadcaster, then you're going to go down this trail. Those that's not, maybe some people it's okay to be a millionaire. It is. But if you really want true cash flow, you're going to go down this lane. this lane, the billionaire lane. Okay? And then steps to cash flow income achievement. Now, when people saw this diagram, people probably say, well, you know, that would be great to get $100 a day, or maybe $200, or even $500 a day. But when you go way up here to $1,000 and $2,500 per day and $5,000 a day, do you understand what kind of money that is? Particularly in some other countries. $100 a day is an awful lot of money in certain parts of Africa, in certain parts of Asia. But how to get here, you have to do what? What do you have to do? How many times someone have seen this diagram that I just spoke about? This is the system right here, all 23 steps. Use your blog as your tool. This is your tool. This is the main tool to cash flow and TBC, whether you realize it or not. If you put scripts in this search bar, the script you use on your Facebook Messenger, that's a part of this here. You know, let me tell you this. If you're having someone that's having difficulty with this fast start system that creates cash flow, what you need to do is align yourself. You see what word I use? Align yourself with a cash flow coach, like Mr. Dan Lux, or like Randy Wilson. Now I know that Randy Wilson can be found. His website is tbcrandy.com. I'm not going to go there for the sake of this Send Button meeting, because we're getting very at the end of our Send Button meeting. But let's make sure that we are actually using this fast start system. And while they get this, admin did this when they said the 24 or 48 hours. Admins was thinking in their mind, okay, since people already started cash flowing, maybe what we need to do is make sure that we're educating these people as they come in this system. And if people are having trouble, what do? You get a cash flow coach. So make sure that all the people in this chat and beyond, make sure that you teaching people this system right here. This is the #1 system. This is the system. Okay? So when those two people come in, they should be starting, each one of them, each person starts with a free gift. Each one of them do. And just keep going down. And you got to be moving fast now, because if all of them are paying the $10 fee, they have already completed the first 4 steps. You see? You got to really walk with them and make sure they're getting these things done immediately. Okay, these people got to take action to be under that 24 or 48 hours. You see? See, and because people are moving this fast, what admin is doing said, I'm going to give you some incentive to do what? To do exactly what we need to build our community. So let's make sure we do that. All right. I want to ask something question to hey Dan, could you come on for me a minute? I want to ask you a question. How is the cash centers working out in the Philippines right now, from your standpoint?
Well, I actually didn't have too much hope for it here in the Philippines, because it's easy to get Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Go to 7-Eleven, pick up Bitcoin.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So it's a great idea for a lot of places where it's hard to get Bitcoin, but here it's easy. So though I signed up immediately, there's been no one looking to get it, of course. So because literally they can go to 7-Eleven, or they can go to one of the other places that's very close to them. It's called Cebuana. So these are like payment centers, existing payment centers. People are normally going to them. So it's not saying that it can't happen, but in the Philippines, it's unique. Philippines is much more advanced in cryptocurrency than people would think, even though it's only 500,000 people here that have TBC. They're setting up a whole like a Silicon Valley for crypto technologies here in the Philippines. All right, and so their SEC already has regulations or draft regulations. It's so these kind of things are a little bit more standardized here. But of course, other places it's really hard to get Bitcoin. I supply Bitcoin to people, that need it from around the world. Right, that's easy, right?
Yeah, well, that is. Yeah, that is pretty easy.
So I'm a cash center and have been doing it, but not for local, and it's just
right. Right. Okay. Let me ask Victorious, what's going on around? You've been in contact with a lot of people all over the place in your country and around the world. What are people saying to you about cash centers? Are you hearing anything about that?
Yes. In fact, yesterday I had a meeting with a Panamanian lady. She contacted me and she wanted a situation where I will help her team pay for the $10 fee. So, and a lot of people have been contacting me all over the world to help pay the admin fee. So I've been doing it before the cash center started. It just got better now, and the person that admin linked us to on Facebook has actually been directing people to me and have been paying a lot for people. All I do is tell the people in Nigeria, they pay into my local accounts. People in South Africa too, they pay into my local accounts, and I help them. Pay. So it's so easy, and they find it so exciting because they don't need to go through the difficulties of looking for Bitcoin to buy. So it's been made simplified and possible. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Let me ask, is Mr. Pratham Kumar, are you there, sir? Yeah, how's things going with cash centers in India?
If so many cash centers are open at the earliest, definitely it's going to be boom in the market, because at this present scenario or this present moment, all the cryptocurrencies in India are blocked by the regulatory authorities, Reserve Bank of the India. Definitely it is going to be boom for the cryptocurrencies seeking buyers. So let us work that maximum number of cash centers be open so as to fulfill for the payment of the $10 admin fee, so as to run our Crinkle Cash back office at the same time for running the for accessing our lifetime wallet access TBC009.net platform too. We are hoping that maximum cash centers be open. Otherwise, we may contact to the different countries also in a very maybe in a day or two. Even I will be buying for the $3,000 and I'm seeking for the assistance from the cash centers around the world, brother.
Okay. Okay. Hey, inmate, how are things going in Cameroon with cash centers? You gotta unmute yourself.
Okay. Can you hear me? Yeah, in cash center we are doing a great job. Before the admin even implement the cash center, we if you look at the map, the Google map from the car, you see a lot of people here already having their cash centers and all that. So what we do is we keep training them, keep telling them to open their cash centers, have maybe a reference point and all that. I have my reference point. Many of my leaders, they do. So we are doing just fine with our cash center, helping the community. And there are many people that through TBC, they understand many other cryptocurrencies just from the cash center. So it is really helping them a lot.
Okay, Mr. Lawrence, how are things going in South Africa with Cash Center, sir? You got to unmute yourself.
Hi, thanks for asking. I understand there's someone who's running that show, Ericsson, right?
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there seemed to be a problem because I'm not happy the way he's handling that department.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever there's queries.
Are you contacting him?
Yeah, let me first explain, Stephen. Mm-hmm. When I contact him about some breakdowns or errors, or if I have questions concerning that, he doesn't come back to me. And it looks like someone has tampered with that option, especially from my account. I don't know with others. But when you go to South Africa, last time it was not showing the country. And now it's showing the country, but when you say province, it does not show. And it's not active. And I spoke to him a week and a half ago, and he did nothing about that.
Okay.
And now I'm beginning now to be worried because the same person who's leading this cash flow business hasn't been active in TBC for almost 2 years, nearly 2 years. Okay. And I don't know why the admin has actually decided to give him this task alone, because the admin should have blended him with other active members, you know. Now I'm having that problem, and now I can't say give a good report about Cash Center because now that has to be fixed. So always promise I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you. I don't like to deal with people like that. If we were in business, say to me in the next hour I'll come back to you, then do likewise, because you are leaving me in suspense. You understand my point?
Right.
So I'll ask you guys to follow up very strongly about that. But I did follow up with him. I told him everything, but to this day, he never came back to me. He has disappeared again, just like what he did for the last 2 years, you know? So I'm not happy about that.
Are you saying this person, Ericsson is connected to this person, perhaps?
I'm talking about Ericsson.
Oh, Ericsson himself. Okay, Ericsson himself. I tell you what I can do. I'll discuss this with Randy and see if we can smooth this out, because, and I know that Randy has spoke about Ericsson highly in his live broadcast, and even had this fella on there before, and he's reached out to me. Ericsson's reached out to me too, and it could be some mix up in terms of communication. So let's hope that we can get that all smoothed out for you, because we want to make sure that we all are positive about how we are using our cash centers and how we are flowing with our currency. So I will discuss that with Randy when he gets back. I'll make a note of that. Okay?
Okay, I would appreciate that, yeah.
All right, no problem. Okay, Mr. Augustus, I don't want, I believe Favor's driving right now, so I don't want to mess with him. Okay. Okay. He just can listen, it's fine. Augustus, it looks like you're in your car too now. How's things going in Ghana how's things going in Ghana with Cash Center, sir?
I think before the cash centers were launched, we were doing something very similar, because I realized that most of my people were not conversant with Bitcoin, how it works, and then how they can transfer. So what I did was I set up some 5 group of people to be responsible for sending and then making $10 payment for people. So I have not really taken time to study the Kringer the cash center system. But, the group have registered, and then they are using the cash centers to register people. And even so, if somebody wants to pay the $10, the people know where they can get them. We have some vantage point where they go and then make the $10 payment cash, and then the account is being activated for them. That is being put in place.
I see. Well, that's good. It sounds like, from what I'm hearing from a lot of you all, that some people have already started some things even before Cash Center started, and I felt that was happening anyway. I'm sure Randy was aware of it too, and Admin was aware of it. It's just that there's been some areas around the world that it has been some difficulties, because people, as you know, did not know what cryptocurrency was, you know?
And excuse me, and also if to the Ghanaians listening to this broadcast, if you have not paid your $10, everybody knows my phone number, everybody knows my email, everybody knows where to find me. If you have not paid your $10, please kindly come to my office or give me a call or even a WhatsApp message. I will arrange with you. We see how I will make the $10 payment for you. It is very, very important, because if you don't make payment, the $10 payment, you are not going to enjoy the wealth in the community.
That's correct.
So this is to my Ghanaian fellow Tibicians.
Oh, that's a very, very good point, Augustus. You know, that's the key right there. You're not even considered a verified member in TBC if that $10 payment has not been paid. Guys and ladies, $10 for a lot of people, and I hate to say this, but it's not a lot. It may be a lot for some, but not for most. You know, those of us that have been in online business, online marketing, online business for years, we pay $35 a month, $45, $50 a month just to keep our back office afloat. So $10 is once a year. Okay? All right. Okay, now, I know that everybody is waiting. I'm watching the chat. Everybody's waiting for that keyword, right? And everybody said the word. It came up a few times in this SinBund meeting, this word. And I don't believe this word has been used before, but it's one of the main words we use in the Billion Coin. A lot of good words has been used, but I don't believe this one's been used yet. So I'm going to hold it up for you right now, and if it comes, I hope it shows up correctly on your screen. If you don't, I'm gonna say it to you. Okay. The key word is abundance, and if it's backwards, I wrote it correctly. It may be showing backwards on your screen, but it's abundance. Abundance. Okay? The key word is abundance. Y'all like that word?
Brother, let me have few words.
Sure.
Taking the attention of the wonderful leaders and the brothers in this house, and whoever watching this confidential meeting too. Sustainability is very, very important inside this TBC community. Let us sustain. Let us have a consistent cash flow all the members, whoever joins this TVC family, let us have the consistent cash flow so that we can move forward for this unification process of achieving our 1 billion verified members. If you are to be successful in this TVC, follow the system first, then follow the world's leaders' teaching methodology, and after all, follow the world's leaders' cash flow running programs also. Automatically, you will have the consistent cash flow system, and you will be motivated yourself. Then you can progress forward for this mass campaign adoption program also. Let us together say TVC works for all of us. TVC should be definitely working for all of us. It is not the thing that it should work for the few people only. We want you all, the members in this family, to become the billionaires and the millionaires status, brothers. Wish you best of luck, all the brothers and the sisters, once again.
Okay. All right. Okay, listen, for the sake of time, I'm going to shut our Assembly meeting down at this present time. I want to thank everyone here on our panel for being here, and our special guest Victorious for being here. All y'all keep doing good work that you're doing out there. We have some great people here on our chat here that does some awesome work as well. So use that word. The word is abundance. I've already made it so it works. It should work with no problems. So that is the key word, abundance. And now, after this meeting is over, there will be a broadcasters meeting. I put that particular link on the broadcasters chat area. And if y'all want to, if y'all know where it is, post it where you want to post it, but make sure you post it where, and make sure you let people know that it's for broadcasters only. Okay? So I want to thank all of you all, Dan and Victorious, Lawrence, Mbe, Augustus, Favor, Patan, all of you for being here today. It's been an awesome Sinbun meeting. Randy has said to me there is a possibility I could be doing it next Monday again, because he don't know whether he'll be back in time enough. But if he's back in time, he'll be back with you all. And he's an awesome trainer. He's trained me. So, you know, I'm just I'm filling in. Okay. Okay.
Brother, you have done a very marvelous job for this St. Button meeting. We are very much happy about what you have shared, the information, your knowledge, everything. You have done a very, very good job. Fantastic job, brother.
Thank you so much. Okay. Well, I want to thank all of you for being here for the St. Button meeting. Everybody that's on the chat, all of y'all awesome. I love all of you. Just make sure that we keep building and use that blog like you never used it before. Study the blog, get all the things the admin is trying to say to us, because as we grow this community, we have to make sure that we're educating people as if the people were us. Okay? Have a great day, everyone. And I'll see all my broadcasters in just a few minutes, okay? All right, bye-bye.
Bye.